Okay, so this message is going to be about, where this reading is going to be about, this could be some type of orchestration. Now, this is like energy surrounding a certain situation where truth, manipulation, and hidden actions played a major role. It's like something was supposed to stay hidden, something was supposed to be covered up. Um, and it was like a group effort. But this is like a group of three people coming together. I feel like there were more things happening behind the scenes, but whoever the person is that kind of orchestrated this plot, they were working with multiple people. But specifically for this spread, it was two main players that they were working with. Because the first card that came out was the Three of Pentacles. Now, this is the orchestrator. This is the person that's calling the shots. This is the person that is, they've gathered these two people to work with them in some type of way. And I feel like whoever the person is that orchestrated this plot, they felt like they were skilled at, manipulating people, confusing people. It would be easy for people to not see the truth when it came to whoever this person is. Now, you could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. This orchestrator energy could be an earth sign or one of these people. This could be three earth signs. Take it where it resonates. Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Could have been three earth signs that came together to orchestrate some type of plot behind the scenes. But this was definitely a small group of people working together. And it's like everybody had a role. Some people were supposed to gather information. Others wanted to maintain some type of appearance, how they looked. And they came together with this person to, orchestrate some type of perfect plan so everybody would be able to get what they wanted. Now, I feel like one of these people that came together with this orchestrator is someone who was trying to protect their own self, their own image. But also there was another person that was in the same energy. They wanted to protect their image. They didn't want the truth to come out about them. And I feel like you may have exposed these people in some type of way and they came together to work against you. Yeah. And it's like whatever you exposed about two of these people, they were on the same page. But they didn't want one of these people, Four of Pentacles. This could be somebody that really didn't want to work with these people. They really didn't want to gather up any information or evidence to give to these people. This is someone who was also hiding some type of evidence. So it's like they didn't want one of these people to see the evidence. It could be the person that they were with. Because whatever evidence they had, they took it straight to the orchestrator. But I feel like whatever they were hiding from this other person, they knew. They just didn't say anything. It's like they already had the proof and the evidence, even though this person was trying to hide it. And that could be why they were so eager to team up and work with the person that, was like the mastermind. So maybe you could have exposed something to this person about somebody that they were close to. This could be someone they were in a relationship with, a close friend, something like that. And they were trying to make sure that person did not know what you exposed. So they took it to whoever the orchestrator is, not knowing this person had already done found out. And they were just trying to make sure that, this person didn't believe whatever it is that you exposed. It's like they did not want to be seen in certain lights. They didn't want to be seen for who they truly are. This is someone who was already being seen in certain lights that are not their own in front of this Four of Pentacles, which is an earth sign. Yeah. But the evidence they had, or the documentation or the records, it was discreet. And whoever the orchestrator is, they didn't care. They're just like, as long as they can control these people, control the situation, and they got the information and the evidence, they were all good because they were sitting back waiting. And this was perfect planning. Two of Wands. Yeah. This is someone who got the information and kind of like mapped out their next steps. And it's like they definitely made sure these people were aligned with their agenda. And I feel like if there was somebody that really didn't want to give up the information they had, they were kind of pressured to. Yeah, they were pressured to give up the information that they really didn't want to give up. And they could have pressured that person in some type of way to make them believe that their life would be turned upside down. Their reputation would be ruined. Their home life would be unstable or imbalanced if they didn't give up this information. Something was going to happen to them, and it was a lot of pressure. Yeah, so that's how they got this person to kind of comply with them, because whatever they had, they kept it hidden for a while. And that the orchestrator was waiting. Like, where is that information? They've already told me about it, but where is it? Yeah. And once they got it, they felt like, okay, I hope the future is mine. Like, literally somebody felt like the future was in their hands after they got this information or these documents or some type of, records, proof, evidence. Now, the following card is the Justice card. This could have been a legal situation. There was some type of use of authority or the appearance of legal enforcement, compliance or something. So maybe somebody felt like it would be easy for them to manipulate the justice system, the legal system. Yeah. They scared this person that didn't want to give the information. They told them if they didn't follow through with this or they didn't follow instructions, this would cause some type of trouble. They could have made it seem like this person would go to jail or something like that. Or they basically wanted them to feel like you want to avoid this harm that's going to happen to you and the people that, are attached to you. Yeah. And I feel like they allowed this person with the Knight of Cups. It's like they guilt tripped that person. They had that person in the energy of, I got to be loyal to this orchestrator, which was somebody that's like a manipulator. They manipulated the whole situation. But it was emotional influence that was at play. And it's like, it almost came off as if they wanted to make it seem like this was out of love. The persuasion. And that they needed to participate and help them. You're doing something out of love. And it's like they created a sense of whatever we're doing, it's going to be justified. It's necessary. It has to happen. Now, the next card is the High Priestess. I feel like this is you. The High Priestess reveals that there was some type of hidden knowledge and secrets that were meant to stay buried. This represents intuition, insight, and awareness of truths that the orchestrator wanted to remain undiscovered. But the Judgment card came out. Right after the High Priestess, whatever it is that you expose, these people felt like they were cornered. They were under judgment. It's like you were able to see straight through these people. If these people were able to be in a certain type of energy in this physical, the truth you found out about these people or you exposed, this is who they are in the spiritual. They didn't like you being able to see through them. They didn't like the fact that you're this High Priestess. Inner wisdom, someone that is wise. And they felt like whatever you did expose, what else do you know? What else are you going to blow the whistle on? What else are you going to find out and bring to the light? Yeah. Now, I feel like, because I wanted to know who is this orchestrator and why did they come together to do this. And the next card that came out to clarify this person, this ringleader with the Three of Pentacles, the person that is orchestrating these other two people to do whatever they want them to do. You have the Eight of Swords reverse. This is someone who felt trapped by the truth being revealed. And this is like in the upright. They were in a mental prison. But with it coming out in the reverse, they didn't want to be exposed. They didn't want to be stuck mentally. So they felt like they had to do something that would make them feel good, you know, have their mind at ease. Yeah. This is someone who feared legal consequences as well. This could be they didn't want to go to jail. And they took decisive action to control the situation and protect themselves. Yeah. Now the next card was the Four of Cups reverse. I'm also hearing, before I move on to the next card, with the Eight of Swords reverse, this is someone who felt like whatever you exposed was like life-changing and challenging for them. It wasn't expected. It was just like all of a sudden. And they felt like they had to act quick. And once they got this information, as I said, they felt like the future was theirs. They had the world in their hands. Oh, wow. So we got the Four of Cups reverse. This indicates that this person that was gathering the evidence, it's like this is like deliberately. Because they didn't want to be stuck in an energy of disappointment, facing their own truths. They didn't want to be in an energy of discomfort. Whatever you said made them feel uncomfortable. And they felt like whatever information that they gathered up, this could be used to maintain their control, you know? This could be used to create confusion and misinterpret, you know, the truth. Misdirect the truth. And this is someone, they were not unhappy about what they did. They didn't care about, you know, the outcome, how it would affect people that helped them, how it would affect their self. They didn't care. How it would affect you if this was information that was gathered against you. They just did not care. As long as they weren't in the Eight of Swords, yeah, they didn't care. This is somebody who is not emotionally, they don't act off of emotions. They know how to manipulate people and use emotions to do so, but this is someone who does not do things out of love. They do things in a way to control others. That's it. But they want people to feel like, hey, I'm doing this out of love. Knight of Cups. So people could, come in and rescue this person like a knight in shining armor. Like the person depicted on this Knight of Cups card. I'm so sorry. But yeah, this is definitely someone who intended. This was deliberate misdirection and miscommunication, confusion, and covering up the truth. Now the next card that identifies this person who orchestrated this plot behind the scenes is the Queen of Pentacles reverse. Now this could be someone who, I don't know why I'm hearing that this person could be someone that can't take care of their self. There's some type of instability in a financial sense, or this could be someone that's like disabled. This could be someone that is an elder or something like that, older. But this was someone who was definitely using the authority to, it's like they manipulated. They use their charm to manipulate the authorities. And they also manipulated these people that helped them to stay quiet. If anybody asks you, you haven't heard anything, you don't know anything, keep quiet about it. Yeah. It's like they told these people to maintain secret, don't talk about it. Definitely so it won't get to you. Now, the next card we have is the Ace of Pentacles upright. This is them kind of like handing over the evidence to the authorities. Whoever this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse is. And it's like, with them popping out in the reverse before the handoff, whatever evidence they had wasn't even credible against you. But this person felt like they could use some type of charm, Knight of Cups, disability, or something like that. Them being an elder to charm these people, or to charm the legal system. Yeah, and this was to protect herself, because this is a feminine energy. Whoever the orchestrator is. And if this is an older person, this could be somebody that was this could be like a mother, a aunt, a godmother. This could be an older sibling. Yeah. But they're definitely an earth sign, because there's a lot of earth sign energy out here. Now, the next card that came out was the Two of Pentacles. I feel like this could be somebody feeling like something just didn't sit right. This could be the authorities. They didn't know what to believe. They were kind of like going back and forth. Or this could be the helpers. Whoever was helping this person. It's like things start falling apart in their life after they helped this person. Whatever they were telling these people was not going to happen, it started happening. But it wasn't about whatever it is that they were trying to cover up with you. Or, whatever you expose. Yeah. And I feel like they could have, as I said, this is someone who was not only working with these two people. This could also mean that there were two other people. So you have to take it where it resonates. But I don't know why I'm getting that once this proof was handed over and they had scared these people into believing that if they didn't help them, that, it will fall back on them. It would turn their life upside down. It would have them all over the place. And whatever happened after that, it had nothing to do with you. It was their karma for helping this person out and trying to hide some type of truth. And they definitely probably was in regret for what they did. Because they probably was in the energy of not knowing if that person presented whatever they gave them to the authorities. They were unsure. They probably didn't even know this person was gathering evidence up. They could have just told them, if the authorities question you, just say you don't know anything. If this person, whoever you are, asks them, have they spoke to the authorities, tell you no. We're going to keep this a secret. And they basically felt like they got it from here. And they went and manipulated the justice system. These two people were left trying to figure out if the evidence that they gathered for this person was used. If they found out it was used, this is when everything started crumbling. This is when things start falling apart around them. And they didn't know why things were happening the way that they were happening. It's like they didn't know this person's true motive and what they were trying to hide. I feel like whoever you exposed to this other person that really didn't want to give the information up, they didn't know what that other person was trying to hide that was eager to help this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, the person that was attached to them. It's like they weren't seeing any of that at that moment. But after that, they could have been like, trying to figure it out. Like, wait a minute. Yeah. Now, the last card that came out was the Eight of Wands. This is kind of like forward movement, something quick. This reflects a state of urgency. They needed this information. They could have called and reached out to the authorities after they presented this, supposedly evidence or records they gathered up against you. They reached out to the authorities, Eight of Wands, to see, where was this going? They felt like this is urgent. You need to, act on this. Because they wanted to shut you up. Somebody wants you to keep quiet. Everything had to move quickly for this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Everything needed to happen fast because somebody was worried and they didn't want to be in this state of mind. With the Eight of Pentacles up, the Eight of Swords upright. Yeah. And they wanted to make sure, if they reached out to the authorities, they wanted to make sure this did not go unnoticed. It didn't get delayed. They wanted it to be speeded up. They act like it was urgent, like they were basically in this energy like, I'm trying to help. You know, that person really needs help. This could be something to make you be seen as someone that was not mentally stable. If you're someone who went to the authorities and you spoke some type of truth that nobody was supposed to know, and the authorities started questioning these people, this is why this plan was orchestrated behind the scenes. Once they gathered up faulty information, or this could be you just exposing truths, they wanted to make it look like, see, this is why this needs to happen urgent. This person is unstable. And whoever they presented the evidence to, these are people that don't know that you've exposed this truth. You found out this hidden knowledge. You're this high priestess. You're calling people out. They feel naked around you. As all these people were playing in your energy in some type of way, and that's how you were able to reveal the truth. These are people that were always going to be exposed by you. I feel like overall this spread tells the story of an orchestrator, a main player who, you know, they got scared, fearing the truth would be revealed about them. So they carefully planned and pressured other people to help them, not knowing one of these people found out something you exposed that was true about them, and they're eager to help. But they didn't care. They pressured both of these people into believing that if they didn't do what they said, they would go to jail, or there would be consequences that they would have to face. Their life would be turned upside down. And it still happened. Even if they tried to cover it up and they spread some type of lies to shut you up, these people still receive karma for what they did to you. But it didn't come from you. It came from something else. It could have came in the same way. Like they could have ended up fighting legal situations after they did what they did. All of these people ended up going to jail in some type of way. They were picked up. They were questioned. And then also, they felt like their life was turning upside down. Yeah. So I want to pull another deck and see what else comes out. I'm going to use this Love Oracle deck. Yeah, I might use this deck and see what else comes out. Hold on one second. Okay, so the next set of cards is from this Love Oracle deck. Now, the first card that came out was the new love card, but it came out in the reverse. I feel like somebody did not want you to step into a fresh start or manifest a new relationship with someone. It's like they may have felt threatened by your potential happiness or the possibility of you attracting someone genuine. So this card, it kind of points to jealousy and interference, you know, trying to block your love life. And they felt like this was their opportunity, or, you know, it would fit with the orchestrator's agenda. So they could have created some type of blockages for your love life before they teamed up with whoever the person is that orchestrated this plot behind the scenes against you involving a legal matter. This could be revealing what the other person was hiding, because I feel like everybody had their own reason. And one person kind of felt pressured. One person felt like you spoke some type of truth about them. And this truth could have came out after they did something to try to block your love life. As I say, these are people that were playing in your energy in some type of way. If you know these people, these were people that were smiling in your face and stabbing you in the back. If these were like close people that were in your circle, friends, family members, this could be colleagues, co-workers. But whatever they did out of jealousy, it resulted in someone ghosting you, because ghosted came out next. It's like there's some type of plot or some type of theme to make you feel rejected, to silence you, or to cut off all communication. This could be with the person that they felt like was going to be potential happiness, new love for you. Yeah, they wanted you to feel rejected and abandoned. And this could definitely mean like somebody, like this could be your person. They could have pulled away from you without even explaining, without even saying anything to you, without even revealing what took place behind the scenes. And they didn't know that this was something that was deliberately created to isolate you, distance you, because this person was jealous. Yeah. If this is someone that was already in a relationship, it's like the relationship that they were in, they weren't happy. So they didn't want to see you happy. So they wanted you to feel isolated. They wanted you to feel rejected, because that's how they felt within. Yeah, it's like these people all wanted to make you feel rejected and unwanted and unworthy of attention in some type of way, because they didn't want you to, feel like you speaking the truth was your power. People wouldn't listen to you. People wouldn't want to be around you. Now, the next card that came out was, hold on one second. The next card that came out was the secret crush card. You either had someone that was secretly admiring you, or you secretly admired someone. And one of these people knew. This could be the person that got jealous. Yeah. And they tried to interfere in some type of way. They definitely created some type of miscommunication. And as I said, it's a sense of smiling in your face and stabbing you in the back. It's like they did this while you could have been still connected to that person before you spoke the truth. Because you speaking the truth came out after they were doing this behind the scenes. So this could have been like a fake friend or a fake family member. It's like they reached out to your secret crush or somebody that secretly admired you, and they twisted something. And it's like they turned admiration into gossip, manipulation, and attempts to sabotage what could have been something that was real for you and your person. This is someone who is not accustomed to whatever they felt like you were manifesting. So they were intimidated. They're like, no, I have to block this person. I have to make sure this person is not happy because I'm not happy. Now, the next card that came out was this addiction card. This definitely talks about toxic attachments, drugs, alcohol, obsession, or even some type of substance abuse. Yeah, it's like, it feels like that somebody may have fabricated or exaggerated some type of stories about you struggling with some type of addiction. Trying to like damage your image or credibility. This was definitely a manipulation because they just didn't like it. They didn't like you being admired a certain way, being seen a certain way. This could be someone who is always seeking for attention, seeking for approval. Yeah, they wanted you to be seen in a negative light to other people, especially to anybody they felt like admired you. If you told this person you had a secret crush, or they just knew that the feelings were mutual, they did not like this. Because whoever you are, they see something in you that they don't see in their self. And they felt intimidated. Yeah, for the way that you're admired. And also how you look. You're very attractive. And you're not someone who is like seeking for attention or approval. You're not a follower. You stand alone. You don't have to do anything extra to get anybody's attention. But this person, they may have to. And they just didn't feel good about themselves, even being around you. That's why I feel like if this person did this before, you could have exposed some type of truth, found out truth about them. It was hidden jealousy. This is someone who was always this type of person to you, a secret hater. Now, the next card that came out was finances. This finances card, there could be some type of money problems or something like that. This person could have made it seem like they gave you some money or you were struggling or something. Yeah. Yeah, this person could have told someone that they sold drugs to you or something like that. It's like somebody just made up something to get the person that admired you to feel like they shouldn't admire you because of their own insecurities and low self-esteem and different things like that. I feel like whatever it is you did expose about this person, it exposed their low self-esteem. It exposed their insecurities and them not loving their self. Something that they could have did in secret, you know, to get attention or to get people to love them and look at them a certain way. It came out, but it was after they were playing in your energy. And you probably didn't even know at the time that this person did this. And as I say, whoever ghosted you, they didn't try to explain what was going on. It's like whoever the person is that lied to them, they made them believe whatever they told them. Especially if this looked like this was somebody that was close to you. And then you got regret. Whoever the person is that ghosted you, they were stuck in regret. They feel like they made a bad decision, the wrong choices. They weren't seeing things clearly. This is definitely your person. And I feel like it's not only your person. Anybody that got involved were in regret. Even the orchestrator. Because nothing that's done in the dark stays hidden. Especially when you're someone that's a high priestess. Yeah. These are people that went through instant karma for what they did. Yeah. And I feel like everybody is not in regret in the same way. Some people are in regret because they still got exposed. Whatever they did didn't stick. But it's other people that were, you know, actually hurt and in regret because they felt like they were dragged into something or pressured into doing something that they didn't really want to do. But at the time, they were confused and they couldn't see the truth. Now, the next card is this roll the dice card. Somebody took a big risk involving themselves in this. This could be a whole nother player, whole nother person. It's like the orchestrator framed this person. Yeah. And I feel like whoever was helping them behind the scenes, these two other people, they framed this person as well. It's like, okay, we're gonna make this person be the scapegoat. But either way it go, they teamed up with the orchestrator in some type of way. It was like perfect time, and they could have reached out to the orchestrator, came towards the orchestrator. This could be somebody else you exposed. Somebody could have also reached out to this person and told them something that you exposed about them. And that had that person, they were all for teaming up with the orchestrator behind the scenes, different players as well, that they felt like knew you too. And they felt like, okay, this is my opportunity to be vindicated. I can move on from this because I have help. I have these other people that are, working with me. They got my back. Because in some type of way, whatever truth you exposed about this person, they didn't want people to know. Everybody that you exposed behind the scenes were in fear of people believing what you exposed. But I feel like whoever the person is that came after and teamed up with this orchestrator, this could be somebody you moved on from, like an ex. Because I feel like you hadn't moved on from these people yet. You just exposed something. You were calling out something. You could have been pulling back at that time. And it could be because you found out hidden truths. Not knowing what this jealous person was doing behind the scenes and what would come after you exposed the truth. I feel like you came to these people first. You could have came to the orchestrator first and tried to, come to a common ground with that person if this was like a family member before you took it to the legal system. And they thought that they didn't have to explain nothing to you. They didn't have to come to a common ground with you. It's like they were in an energy of hiding instead of healing. Instead of getting to the root of something, they wanted to hide it. They didn't want it to be healed and released. This is the type of person that will not do inner work on their self. But they want people to view them a certain way. So that's why they were so eager to, create this plot behind the scenes. They feel like, okay, I wouldn't have to do no work. I can just scheme and scam behind the scenes. Something easy for them. Instead of facing truth. Instead of getting to the root of the problem and just healing. Yeah, but this was another helper. And this person was made the scapegoat. Even though they teamed up because they didn't want to be exposed. Now, the next card that came out was magnetic attraction. Now, this is definitely someone who possibly admired you as well. This was like mutual attraction. This is why I feel like this was your person. Your person feels strong emotions for you. And at that time, it was visible to whoever the person is that was jealous and whoever this other person is. I feel like this is an ex. And I feel like whoever the person is that was making sure that they could try to block your love life, create gossip about you that was not true, they could have went to this ex and told them like, yeah, they're attracted to this person. Both of these people felt like you and your person are attracted to each other. So they felt like they got to make sure you and your person don't come together. Especially if this was like a bitter ex that could not move forward. It's like the attraction between you and your person was undeniable, which made others jealous. And it made them want to make sure you and your person did not get close. Yeah. And if you spoke highly of your person around these people, you didn't even have to tell them how you felt about your person. They knew. It was undeniable. Because energy does not lie. Now, the next card that came out was this mystery card. Now, this card says unknown, enigma, illusion, confusing. This was definitely, as I said, illusions that were deliberately created around you to make you look a certain way. Yeah. So this person, they wanted your person to feel like you're someone that they can't trust. They don't need to come around you. Yeah. They clouded your image. It's like not only that you're someone that's on drugs or something like that, but they could have tried to make your person feel like you were someone that was like a setup artist. You were trying to hook up with them and play them. Because the next card that comes out is the hookup card. This was projection. Whoever this person is, I feel like if this was someone that you were like friends with or close to, like they were a part of your family, or maybe they were close to your family, this person is someone who is whatever they were trying to paint you out to be. They could struggle with addictions. This person could be someone that's definitely always having money problems. They're always trying to set up people. This could be someone that is like a setup artist. Like they would have you set up and robbed and not care. This is a thief energy. But they were projecting this energy onto you. Yeah. This is someone who definitely wanted to downplay your worth, your loyalty, and just distort your image because they didn't want to see you manifest someone genuine. They view you as someone that's genuine. They view you as someone that's loyal. They view you as someone that's stable. They also view you as someone that, you know, a lot of people pay attention to you and you're not trying, or you're not in the energy where you're seeking to be seen in certain lights that are not your own. You're not thirsty for attention. But they were. And they felt like something was coming easy to you that was hard for them. Hold on one second. Spirit is also saying that you could have knew that if your person ghosted you, they had something to do with it. This could be a jealous friend who reached out to your person, spreaded lies, rumors, negative gossip about you to damage your character out of jealousy. And you could have exposed this to different people in your family. Like you knew that person reached out to your person. You could have also exposed this to your person. Take it where it resonates. Now, the overall energy on the bottom of this deck is this player card. Now, this card says charming, manipulative, karmic, being tested. I feel like these were all karmic energies. This is definitely this orchestrator energy, whoever the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. And as I said, this is somebody that's older. Somebody that you would least expect would come together and manipulate a big plot to silence you or to backstab you or pin you down for harsh, painful endings. But this person came in the energy of charming others, manipulating others. They even tested other people to make sure these people stayed loyal to them. They tested people to make sure information didn't get out. Yeah. That's why these people came together to come against you in some type of way behind the scenes. These were karmic energies, and you were exposing karmic energy. Especially if you're someone that's a light worker, confusion breaker. You're a healer. You're here to uplift humanity, not keep humanity vibing low. All of these people seen something in you that scared the heck out of them. And they also didn't see it in themselves. They felt like where you were, the energy that you were in or are in, they're far from that. Yeah. And all of these people came together because they were weak in some type of way. They were vibing low in some type of way. And they were in fear for whatever you expose. Yeah. And I feel like if this person that came, this roll the dice energy was your ex, there could have been some type of secrets that you exposed about them and they didn't want people to know. So they teamed up with these people behind the scenes and they felt like, okay, this is going to make me look good. Or, you know, this is going to help me to remain my image. Because I feel like if this fake friend that was jealous of you went behind the scenes and told your ex how you felt about your person, this is why this ex felt like, wait a minute, I got to make sure these people don't come together. But there's also some information that this fake friend could have told this ex. That you told them about this ex. Some type of hidden knowledge that they didn't want people to know. And it's like once this person came together behind the scenes with them, like when this ex started working with them and whoever these other people are, all of these people felt like this was solid. This is something that's going to be, you know, stable for them. It's like they were standing on something that would look solid for them or good for them. Yeah. And I feel like whoever these people are that came against you was like a mother. This could be a brother and a sister, or this could be like a brother and their significant other, like a wife or a girlfriend that you could have been close to at some point, or this could have been like a sister and their significant other. Take it where it resonates. But I just feel like these were people that were in your immediate family who came together with an ex behind the scenes. In some type of way, you exposed the truth about all these people. And it feared them. Whatever you was exposing, they did not want your person to know it was true. And they did not want whoever this other family member is that didn't want to give up the information. They didn't want them to know it was true. Whoever the person is that they were in a relationship with. Whoever, whatever you exposed about them, they felt like, you know, they're going to view them a certain way. They're going to walk away from them. They're not going to hold them in high honor anymore. It's like, how dare you? And this is after they done went behind the scenes and clicked up with your ex. Manipulated your person to ghost you, to make your person fear you, to make your person feel like you were trying to hook up with them to set them up. That's why I say, even though you didn't know what this person was doing, this fake friend energy, Because this is a smiling in your face and stab you in the back type of energy. That's why I say fake friend. Even if you didn't know what they were doing, your energy did. Your soul knew what they were doing. And that's why you were able to pick up on who they are and what they were hiding. Their inner truth. And when you exposed it, they were more than happy to come together with this mother figure and others behind the scenes to create this legal matter. Everybody felt like they needed to be vindicated in some type of way, while other people were sitting back in regret. Like, wow, I can't believe that this happened, especially if this legal situation affected you, or this could be anybody that you were attached to, like your children or a child. It was people that were truly in regret because they feel like they were lied to, pressured, confused, and manipulated. But these other people, they didn't care. And they still feel like you don't know. I feel like at the time these events were taking place, you knew. As I said, you could have spoke out and told certain people, like, you know, this person is someone who hooked up with this person and they did this and contacted this person. It's like you knew. And that scared them. Like everything they were doing, they felt like they weren't safe. You were finding out. With this card right here, this is someone who was using some type of magic. Now, you could have exposed whoever the person is that was this fake friend. You could have found out they manifested a connection with somebody that you were close to, or like a close family member, using some type of magic. This is what they were in fear of people believing about them. That's why they were more than happy to team up with your ex, team up with your mom, and also try to create blockages for you. This is somebody that said they were already jealous of you way before you found out who they truly are. These are people that never thought spirit would reveal the truth to you about things that nobody knew. Yeah. So as I say, everybody that came together behind the scenes to go against you, there was some type of truth that was exposed. And I feel like whoever your ex is, there could be something that they didn't want people in your family to know about them. Or this could be something, if your person knew your ex or certain people in your family in some type of way, there was something that your ex was not supposed to find out that you exposed. I mean, that your person was not supposed to find. Wow. So whoever your ex is, they didn't want your person to find out the truth about something you exposed about them. This could be something that, this could be a setup. You could have exposed that your ex was trying to set your person up. Because your person know these people in some type of way, or they know this ex. And you exposed the setup. This ex was terrified. They were afraid of what your person might do next with the information that you exposed. So that's why they teamed up with these people when they seen these people were trying to ruin your character, damage your image. It would vindicate them is what they thought. Everybody felt like their image would be vindicated in some type of way as well. Yeah. So yeah, this was definitely behind the scenes confusion with multiple people. This spread just exposed somebody trying to block your love life and why, and how they had help from an ex. Some type of jealous friend or jealous family member, somebody that was close to the family or something like that, teamed up with your ex to make sure you and your person would not come together. Because this came out in the reverse. And then following the ghosted card. Yeah, you would feel rejected. This person just stopped talking to you. There was just complete silence. They would ignore you. And I'm also getting that this fake friend, I feel like how you picked up on what this person was doing behind the scenes or who they truly are was the way they were acting. They could have been questioning you about your person and you didn't understand why they were questioning you about your person. Like asking you, have you heard from them? Have you talked to them? And it's like they were trying to, if you were telling them like, no, I haven't heard from that person, I haven't talked to them, that excited them. It made them feel good. Because they felt like whatever they did to manipulate your person had worked. Yeah. And it's like, if this is your divine counterpart, that they thought that they would be able to manipulate, paint you as someone that is a setup artist or somebody that was trying to deceive them in some type of way, these people are all in regret. Whoever tried to block your love life, they feel like they made a bad decision because it still exposed them. Especially if this is your counterpart, they were going to see the truth. No matter what, even if they had to sit back and piece everything together and investigate, that's what they probably did, or that's what they were doing at that time. You know, why are these people saying this about you? And that could have led them to start watching you closely because something didn't sit right with them. And as they were watching you from a distance, they were in regret. In regret for not seeing it sooner. The hidden motives. Yeah. I feel like all of this needed to take place for a reason. Because if you and your person were both in a toxic karmic cycle, both cycles needed to be closed out. The people that you were connected to that were karmic energies, you needed to cut ties and walk away from these people. And not look back. Whoever your person is, if they were connected to different family members or somebody that you knew, they needed to cut ties with those people and walk away and not look back. None of this took place by mistake. These were karmic energies that were always going to try to manipulate your love life. Trick you and test you in some type of way to keep you and your person from coming together. Now, whoever the person is that was desperately like jealous and trying to block your love life, they could have been trying to get your person to like hook up with them, meet up with them. I'm so done. Because it's like they wanted what they felt like you were getting from your person, and this is attention, attraction. It's like they wanted to feel irresistible. This is almost like somebody trying to consume your energy with spell work. Because whatever they did to you behind the scene, this was a spell. Spell of confusion, manipulation, and trickery. To be seen in certain lights that's not their own and project their energy onto you. It backfired. This is somebody who secretly wanted to be you. And they could be sitting back watching you from a distance. Stuck in regret. Because no matter what took place, no matter what they were trying to prevent or hide, clarity was always going to overpower the lies.